So sorry about that. That was probably a quite long intro jam there to this little tone tasting video. And today, welcome back everybody. My name is Pete and this is my little Pete's Corner. You'll see me sort of flick back and forth between this little corner here at Anderton's and my new little studio at home, which I'm setting up at the moment. It's got one camera, maybe trying to get another one, just to sort of try and a few bits and pieces out. Anyway, today I'm gonna have a look at I'm a big fan of loopers. Always have, and I probably always will be, and I'll probably suggest to anyone who goes, what is the first pedal that I buy? It's a looper pedal. I think it's such a great tool for anyone who wants to practice rhythm, who practice scales or chords or anything like that. Get some coordination going with your feet and your playing and all that stuff. So a looper pedal is always cool. But today I'm gonna just show you the RC-10R from BOSS, which I've had for a little while and was planning to do a video on in the past, and loads of stuff has happened, so a lot of stuff has been going on. But now we are here, and I finally am happy to say that I'm gonna try to take you through some of the things that this little bad boy can do. So the RC-10R is a double looper pedal. I mean, I'm not going to talk specs because in these videos I don't really talk about specs, because if you want to know all the specs, you can just go on the website, click the link below, boss.info, and there you'll find all the specifications, what kind of wave files it is, and it's 32 bits and 44.1 kilohertz, and it's got 250 presets or 290 or whatever. There's so many things you can do with it. 250 different like loop things, drum things you can play along to, 12 drum kits, and I'm just rambling on, and all that stuff is very cool. But the coolest thing is not what is in this thing, it's what you can do with it. So in the beginning you heard me basically play. First I laid down a loop. You can see I've got some other pedals on the floor here. You've got a little GoPro cam. And yeah, it's BOSS pedals. But I like them. They're great. I did a video recently on the OD200. I think it's a great overdrive pedal. I'm just using the screamer in there. Then I got a which kind of sounds a bit like that. I'm playing this Hansen, awesome Hansen guitar, T-Style, which just resonance, not even plugged in. Great guitar. Check them out as well. Hansen in Denmark, or Hansen Guitars, I think it is, or links below. Anderton sells them, so you can get a hold of one there. Then I've got the OC3, which is I use for the bass stuff. So. And I think that's really cool. Then I used this new synth pedal, which I know is really difficult to get hold of. And I haven't got hold of one yet. This is one I have borrowed out of stock here at Anderton's. And I was first sort of playing around with some, just the synth sounds. And it's got all sorts of stuff in it, But this is not about this pedal. I also sort of used the lead. I absolutely love this pedal. It's just super fantastic. Fantastic. I was speaking Danish then. Got the OD8 there for a bit of delay, and then what we're here to talk about is the RC-10R. Now, let me just first try to sort of take you through some of the stuff that's in it. I'm just going to delete this loop that I've actually, let's leave that loop, because as you can see here on the top, I don't know if you can see it on the camera up here, hopefully you can, you've got a value knob, you've got a menu knob. You can go into your system, into your menu, you can then dial the value knob and sort of select different things in here, sync switch, different kits, what kind of kits you want to use. Heavy, light, metal, jazz, 12 different things in here, 909, 808, that's all the drum kits. All the drum kits come from, Roland's great drum kits, so that's great sound. Level of the rhythm, level of the intro, reverb on here, just loads of different things, how you want it to, like, record, and when you hit and play, then it dubs over, and so on and so forth. So every little thing that you can think of is in the menus in here, sub-menu. What I'm doing is worth mentioning. Right now, I'm actually running it. Normally, you can run it out mono, so the drum kit will come out through your amplifier, and your guitar will also come out through the amplifier. What I've done now is I'm running it. Output A goes into the amplifier, which is the guitar. So everything that you'll hear the loop will come from the guitar stuff I loop will go into the amp, and the drums will go into a separate DI box, and it comes out of little studio monitors in here. So I'm splitting the signal out on two channels. So then afterwards I can mix it. So you can kind of do the level a little bit better, and maybe the drum kit won't sound great coming out of 12-inch speakers. So that's the way I've done it. You can do that. You can do the other way around, however you want. But it's a feature in there, and I think it's a great feature because you can separate the two things up, and it doesn't get cluttered. Even though it is a 32-bit processor in there, it can take a lot of information in. As you could hear, I played Octava and I played synths in there and delay and overdrive on top of everything, and it doesn't get muddled up. So that is great. The sound quality is great. It's silent. It doesn't make noise and hums and all sorts of stuff. So that's really good. Switches are really simple and easy to use. I love those switches on here, where these that's my only kind of thing with the RC3 and the RC1 looper pedals, is that it's got this sort of switch, which it's kind of hard to press. So if you are a beginner, maybe it's a great looper pedal. Again, it sounds great and all that stuff, but it's a little bit, you have to press a little bit more precise to get it on the one exactly, where this one is much easier because it just got that little switch on it. Anyway, I'm rambling on. Let me see if I can go down here without getting my guitar in the way. So again, we'll go through here, loads of different things. You can scroll through the sub-menu, loads of different things, how you can control. You've also got some expression output, some MIDI on the side, and a mini jack to update it to the latest firmware. You can take out, there's a couple of different things where you can add in backing tracks. If you've got a backing track, you put that on there. You can go in, you can take out the loops you've done. If you've saved it on here, you can take them out. I can't remember how many it is. It's probably like 100 or 150 or something that you can save in here. Again, all those kind of specs is not why we're here, because there'll probably be somebody that does those videos. So anyway, all of that stuff, all kind of blah in here. Of course, not blah, but it's all relevant. It's irrelevant, but right. So MIDI, it's got storage. You can factory reset it, and so on and so forth. Now, let me just scroll through here and see. So let's go to the number 2 here, and you can see that it's 4/4 beats. If you click down, it'll swap between these things here. You can do the tempo there. You can change to soul, to R&B, traditional rock, soft rock, alternative rock, punk, heavy rock, metal. If you want to, let's just go back here. Anyway, let's go here. Acoustic side stick. You might see that this is now flashing green. You got 2 little displays here. The cool thing is you can do an intro when you got a little beat. You can do, as you saw in the beginning, I was doing one, and then I had another loop that I went to for a different, like a chorus, you might say, or like a bridge or whatever. So you can have 2 different parts on the go on this. You can use it as a complete standalone looper if you want, or you can use the drums, or you can use the drums as I'm gonna show you now when it's green. Because what happens is, if I click this button now, I can now sort of go through the different styles or the different presets of loops by clicking it down, going here. Dumb it down, I saw the sun. And right now, you can still play. So, for instance, if I want to go to my part 2, I can, if I hold on here, you can see every time you get a red one, that's the 4 beats. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 4. Then I got a second loop in there, right? I got a different loop, a bit more uplifting. So if I played before, maybe I go. And then I can hold it down. Of course, I have to be quite precise with that. I have to hit it on the bar 3. So here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it changes to the other bit. So every time you hit it down close to the last bit of the beat there, it'll go back to the other loop. Then we're back. So let's just go back here and choose where this is, and then we can scroll to ballad. So we are. Playing the same chords again, but you get the idea. If I then go over here, get a bit of Rosanna or some Toto thing there, get some 16 beat. Okay, so, and then if I double click, you'll get the ending. Now, if I want to do a loop on my own without the beat, I'll literally just use the loop side here. So you got the rhythm and the loop side, and I can go like then I got a normal loop going, right? Then I go. And again, I can loop as much as I want. If I want to hear it again, I click there. Now, of course, if I then click here, it won't fit together because it's not synced up. So if I click this bit, where you're going to get the beat and then the weird loop. So, okay, drummers, yeah, there you go. Okay, so you can hear that then it's not synced up, so I've got a problem there because what I'm playing in the tempo is not tempo 65, you can see. Again, there's so many beats and loop and drum things in here that I can't possibly go through them all, right? So the best thing is just to go in and try one out for yourself. It's got loads of stuff. If I want to delete what I've just done, double click and hold. Turns bop bop, click click, and it's done. Now, if I want to sync along with that beat, I'll click and hold the rhythm button, and it turns blue. Now, a thing I kind of forgot to mention is that you can click it between the loops. Click it once, it'll do like a little drum loop, a little sneaky drum loop, you know, which is quite fun. But now, what's going to happen is that I can, if I click this bit here, see, it will record in the tempo now, okay? So, yes, okay, you're there, we're ending there. So you can actually take that in and off. If you don't want that bar ending there, you can take that off. Okay, so now it's blue. We can now sync up what we're playing. So if I click the rhythm once, it'll give me a count in, and then I have to be ready to play something. So let me see what I can do. I'm gonna try to lay down the second part as well while we're at it. So I'll go, first bit I'll go, and then I'll go. Something like that. I'll figure it out as I go along. So here we go. going to go to the next bit and try to put on some different things on there. So I need bass on there. So now I don't have any bass, but I'm going to put some bass down. Now we're back again, and I can now solo with my lead synth sound. Yes, you can, I mean, that is just, what is not to like with this? It's great. The loops are good, the beats are great. You have two bits and pieces you can flick between like I just did. It's just awesome. I mean, it's really, really cool. I love it. And the fact is that when I have it now, so I'll just use the looper side and I'll just do a normal loop on there, which is really, really cool. And I don't have to worry about the tempo. So all I could do is I could save that in there now. I can write it in there, you know, right. I think it's like that, target 2, there, and then it's sort of saved in there, and then I've got it for next time. I can take that out and I can put it into my, I think that's how it is anyway, you know, because I used it as loops. I mean, a lot of people won't want to take the loops out, but I just feel like I move on to the next bit, and then because I've recorded, I film it all the time, so if I'm filming it, I remember the loop anyway, and I can always sort of recreate it from there. But I can see if you don't film it and use it on videos like we do, or I do, you know, and I can get back to it, and then I can maybe make it into a backing track later from the video. You can still save it on here and take it and put it in your computer and all that different stuff, which is excellent. It's really cool. Or you can use it as a standalone looper. It's brilliant. Or you can just use it as a standalone like practice tool. If I click over to, let's say here, and it's on green, you just click it. you can practice go. And you can tap the tempo and all sorts of stuff. I mean, this thing can do so much. Good. The funk was really good. You know, you can go to, let's just go to 5. Let's go back down to funk and pre-listen to them. I think that might be a good one to end on. I mean, there is hundreds of different things in here, from rock, metal, and all sorts of other things, and it is literally just to do it, get on, and just have fun. Anyway, this video's been long enough now. I tried to make short videos, and this is going to be an exception. But anyway, BOSS RC-10r, fantastic looper, fantastic rehearsal practice tool, fantastic just to anything. And of course, again, check some of these other pedals out. The synth pedal is great. The octave pedal, I love that because I can be bass. You know what I mean? So at the same time. So have a little look around, check the links below, and as always, thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe and hit the notification button like everybody says, but probably never does. I don't know. But I really appreciate your time. I hope you're all safe out there, look after each other, and I will see you very soon. Take care. Bye.